nothing on the other side of it.
Hey guys, no. All right, so with the power off, this thing spins freely, okay? It's got a little play. You see that right there? But a lot of times these motors, they get a little corrupted in the inside, and when electricity gets put onto it, it either doesn't move at all, or it starts to chatter, and it starts bouncing all over the place violently like it was before. So we're gonna change this motor out. Not sure, I'm gonna see if this is good. If that play is the wheel, that's one thing, but if it's the shaft, we could probably reuse it. But see right inside there? I'm not sure if you see it. I see it, it's moving back and forth. So it's probably the motor, and the motor's probably chattering. So this is probably okay. Hopefully it's still okay due to the banging. Hopefully it didn't make it out of balance, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna change the motor, probably change the wheel, and then get it back in here. All right, so we'll keep getting you some video. All right, so we got the unit out. Couple screws, slide it right out. That's the channel right there. And there, we'll clean this up for them. This is the back of that coil. So the return air comes through here, gets sucked in here, and straight down there into the supply. And that's gonna be a little bit of a pain to get off. I'm gonna have to grind it out. We'll show you guys what has to happen. All right, guys. So we pulled the whole assembly out. We blasted this with like a WD-40, something even stronger, and it won't budge. So we're gonna have to cut this thing out because you're not gonna get the motor and the wheel all out. Cause see how that motor kind of sits here? We're not gonna be able to push it inward and get it out. And yes, I got a pair of Crocs on because I'm at the backyard of the shop. So the steel toes are off. Anyway, back on track. So we're gonna have to cut it out. We're gonna have to cut this out here. All right, cut the shaft. We'll probably actually take this plate off by taking these screws off here. Pull this out, cut down this way, cut through here, cut the shaft off so we could just pull the motor out, and then we're gonna pull that out. Clean this up because it's all moldified, and we're gonna get all the new stuff back in. All right, so I'll get you some more video. All right, guys, so this is what we had to do. I had to cut through here so I can get a nut driver on this, loosen that up so we can loosen up the motor right over here. And then I took off all the screws here, and what we're gonna do is now I'm gonna try to slide this out a little bit, take it all the way out. Then we can pop that out and put all the new stuff in. But we're gonna clean this with the hose, get all that crap off of it. All right, so you always gotta cut a little bit here so you can get to that nut down there. Take all these off over here, so then we can pull the motor out, pull that out too. All right, guys, so you see the disgust in every single one of these, you know, blades. That's the new one. So you're going from something this dirty and nasty to this, nice and beautiful. All right, and that's called convexed. Right there. Okay, the other side here is, if you're looking down at it, where the knuckle is, it goes down. It's a concave. This one here, see, that one is convexed. It comes out. So if anyone ever asks you, is it convexed or concave? You look at the knuckle. If it goes down, it's concave, like it's caving in. Convex means it's pushing out. So they might ask you, is it convex or concave? If you bring the whole thing in, they'll never ask you. So they'll just look at it. But that's what it is. That's a concave where it goes down. Okay. And this one here is a little different. That one goes the opposite, so it's convexed, where it's going pushed out. All right. The engineers set it up a certain way for airflow or whatever, but it's okay. We checked it out, and this should be more than sufficient airflow. So we, come on, let's get a good picture here. There you go. We cleaned it out, wiped it down. This is going in just like so. All right, then we're gonna get the motor to go right inside there. And we're gonna reinstall tomorrow. All right, I'll show you some more photos. Guys, a great tool. I know a lot of you guys have it. Quick Connect. It's a Klein tool. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus on it. All right. Saves us so much time going from 5/16 to 1/4 inch and back and forth. You have to keep on going in and out of your bag. It's got a magnet on the end. It's really good. Now again, I was same premise of water, because this does heating and AC. All right, so what you could do, point it downward, so if any water would get there, it wouldn't go inside. All right, and we got us drill a new hole here. So let's kind of get it in between. That's it. Come on, get in there. Nice and tight. The next part is just setting this, okay? Not too high, not too low. So if you go too high, it's gonna go up. Down too low, you don't want just to sit on the motor, so right in between a little bit, right around there. Okay, so you have a little bit of a lip, see? That's all the way down. This is hitting, of course, right around here, okay? On both sides. See, you got a little lip there, a little lip over here. And that's exactly where you want it to be. And so you have the cutouts, right? What you want to do is you want to make sure that your knuckles are there. So you're going to go right here. See, one's in there. The other one's in there. See, just like so. All right. So it gets a nice tight fasten on either side. You know, you don't got to kill it when you're tightening it, but, you know, get it in pretty tight. Maybe a good half turn type of thing. You'll feel it. Don't strip it out, but maybe 1/4 turn, half turn. Very nice. So see here. Pretty even on either side. You got some space there, got a little space there. All right, and when these things are mounted, where let's say they're mounted like this, okay, sometimes they mount like that. You could do a little bit higher on this side here, so if it ever drops a little bit, sometimes they do that, they drop, it won't be rubbing on the bottom, okay? So now when you go, I can feel the air coming right up to me, okay? That's the rotation it's gonna go. And if the rotation was no good, just for some reason, all you have to do is just switch these two. You have yellow to yellow or orange to orange. If the rotation's wrong, what you do is you just switch these. You go one yellow to orange and one orange to a yellow, and that will switch the rotation. That's the good thing about these rescue motors. They're bi-directional, so that's why they call it you know, rescue, because it really will rescue you in a clutch situation. All right, so we're kind of done right here until we go back to installation. When we install, I'll just zip up these wires good, and we'll tape everything up, and we'll be all set. All right, so we're going back tomorrow, so You'll see the finishing up part tomorrow during Saturday morning, because you know what? Real men work on Saturdays. And then they party on Saturday night. All right, so we got this in. Let's get the rest of this in here. Gotta say, it's a nice Saturday morning. It's probably a 70-degree day, 68 degrees, beautiful. You don't get too many these days in New York. Not like some other parts of the country. All right, so this is in the brackets in the front, the side to side, and then one right over here. We have we've got the temperature overload, which just is right above the heat exchanger. So if this overheats, which it was because this fan wasn't running, all right, it vibrated so hard that it broke off the it kind of wiggled out the speed for the fan. So the fan wasn't going on, and because of no airflow, this box here heated up tremendously. See that right there? This box heated up tremendously, and then it would shut off. All right, so got the fan back in place. We're just gonna wire it up a little bit. I'll show you how the wiring is, and then this job is done. You know, because we did the majority of the work at the shop. Here's the inside of this box. We have the power off, but we want to always confirm, make sure there's nothing coming in any of the lines. Great little tool from Milwaukee. It can save you from getting shocked. So here's the line. Here's the load. Okay, the load goes in the inner two. Okay, and you can see if you trail it back, it goes to this line here, the whip, and this is the line coming in. Okay, the hot. So we're gonna change this box out, and like I said, those inside there, you see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but they're really spread out apart. You can try to push them down more, but they're just getting worn out from being disconnected and reconnected all the time, and you can see some burnt marks in there. So we're not gonna leave it here, we're gonna do it the right way. So our box goes up to about 3/4, and we need one for 1 inch, the hole. So we're gonna use our tool here, which is awesome. You can get it Harbor Freight, you can get it at Home Depot, and we're gonna have to, you know, this is the easy, the nice professional looking way to do this. Okay, so we're gonna get it. Let's see, it's got the. Let's see here. Let me see if I can show you. Somewhere here, or it used to have it. It should tell you the size. It might be all rubbed off. Anyway, so we're gonna burr this out a little bit. We're gonna ream it out a little bit bigger. All right, and it's all about the tools, guys. Good drill, good battery, and a good tool here. All right, guys, so just made it into that 1 inch. See, from that 3/4 to that 1 inch, and I should go right in there and fit perfectly. When you do this, I was holding the gun underneath and doing it this way because I don't want any shards to go down into the, you know, into the box. So, and then you just bang it out and blow it out and make sure there's nothing in there that's gonna ever do any harm. All right, guys, so that's how you can do it with a little reaming tool right there. Like I said, Harbor Freight or Home Depot or Johnstone Supply or United, any of those should have something like this, but definitely definitely a Home Depot or Harbor Freight. New box is in. All right. All right, so here's the load, or the line rather. One is going right there, line. Okay, and then you got, this is the width right here, and this is the load, 1 and 2. This is nothing, and you got in the back, you have all the neutrals. All right, so this is a nice new box, anchored down nicely, and we're all set. All right, guys, so we got it all buttoned up. Heat's coming out. We changed out the old disconnect with a nice new one. All right, Diversitech, very good. I think I got this one from United. All right, I like this one here, nice and strong on the on the blade that goes in and out, and that's it. All right, you push this up a little bit before you close the door, so it locks it in, and you're all set. All right, guys, so bad wheel, compromised disconnects, so we changed them both. Everything's working fine. See you guys all next time. If you like, subscribe, and I'll keep on sending out some videos.